I was at my local grocery store the other day and I noticed a placard near the register that made me more depressed than when I learned that my patent on refurbished dental floss had been rejected. Kids that were born in 1997 are now old enough to purchase alcohol, which is insane. They are growing up so fast. But so is Toyota's popular RAV4 crossover, which for 2019 is now in its 5th generation. The recreational active vehicle four-wheel drive, that's RAV4 to you and me, debuted in concept form at the 1989 Tokyo Motor Show. A production version bowed 5 years later in Geneva, though the vehicle would not arrive in the US until model year 1996. Here we are, more than 20 years after it landed in America, and the RAV4 has become an absolute cornerstone of Toyota's lineup. It's the best-selling model in its class, and the Japanese automaker's most popular nameplate, with nearly 408,000 delivered in the US last year, making it the best-selling non-truck in America. For 2019, this utility vehicle is all new from the ground up, riding on the ubiquitous TNGA architecture, a foundation that's far stiffer and provides higher quality, improved comfort, and even more versatility. With tasteful but aggressive styling, improved acceleration, and reduced fuel consumption, what's not to like? Well, there's gotta be something. I mean, I'm not doing my job unless I'm complaining. As before, you can get a gasoline-powered RAV4 or a hybrid model that's curiously both more economical and sportier. Now, the combustion-powered version is offered in 5 different trim levels, though the hybrid is available in just 4. Still, there's plenty of choice, though curiously, Toyota has reduced the total number of build combinations by 50% with this generation RAV4, dropping that number down to just 100 combinations. Size-wise, this vehicle has grown for 2019. The wheelbase has been elongated just a little bit, the body is slightly wider, and it even has a whisker more ground clearance than before. Visually, the 2019 RAV4 fits in with the rest of Toyota's truck and SUV lineup much better than the outgoing model. It's got that angular grille right up front and center, plus a chiseled body that makes it look a lot more like a mini 4Runner than your typical run-of-the-mill cute ute. Inside, there's lots to talk about, but I'll keep things brief. The cabin is of higher quality than before, with an instrument panel that's lower for better outward visibility. The cargo area is about 2.5 inches longer, which provides more storage space, and the rear doors open wider to provide easier access to the back seat, which offers more legroom and improved cushioning, plus even the armrest is broader with deeper cup holders. A range of Entune infotainment systems is offered, and depending on which one you get, the RAV4 here will be equipped with Wi-Fi powered by Verizon data, of course, and beyond that, it'll also come with integrated Google Assistant, Amazon Alexa, and of course Apple CarPlay. And if you really want to get fancy, there's an available 11-speaker JBL sound system with 800 watts of power. The standard RAV4 is powered by a 2.5-liter Dynamic Force 4-cylinder engine that features Toyota's D4S fuel delivery system, basically port and direct injectors, and it delivers 203 horsepower with 184 pound-feet of torque, perfectly class-competitive figures, and this engine does feel very free revving, and it even sounds pretty good. I'm not normally a big fan of 4 cylinders, but this one's got a bit of a husky growl to it under heavy acceleration. Now, it's matched to an 8-speed automatic transmission that is quick to shift and quite smooth, though at times it does seem a little bit reluctant to drop down gears. Now, that drivetrain is going to give you 60 miles an hour in about 8.4 seconds, meaning the RAV4 is never really lacking for power. Sure, if you load it up with people and cargo and you're driving through the mountains, it might get a little bit winded, but for normal everyday use, this thing has plenty of get up and go. And it's also quite economical. A front-wheel drive XLE version should sticker at 27 miles per gallon city, 34 highway, and 29 combined. But if you really want to save money at the pump, again, a hybrid version is available, and they feature 219 combined system horsepower, a little bit more than the gasoline version, and consequently, they're a touch quicker, getting to 60 in as little as 7.8 seconds, meaning the hybrid is actually the performance version of the RAV4. As for efficiency, you should expect 41 mpg in the city, 37 highway, and 39 combined. Of course, the RAV4 is offered with a number of different all-wheel drive systems, including a torque vectoring arrangement. Now, 50% of the engine's torque can be sent to the rear axle, and then the differential can apportion that left to right as conditions dictate, which can really help the vehicle rotate as it's going through corners, which is always handy to have. Improving efficiency, the rear axle can actually be disconnected when it's not needed to reduce parasitic losses. Now, hybrid models do come standard with all-wheel drive, though it's a different arrangement than the torque vectoring system I just talked about. They actually have a pair of electric motors at the back end which drive each of the rear wheels, though they do not have the ability to do any torque vectoring. Toyota Safety Sense 2.0 is standard equipment on every version of the new RAV4. It's of course the company's suite of advanced driver assistance technologies, and it includes things like a pre-collision system with pedestrian detection. It's got adaptive cruise control, there's automatic hide beams, road sign recognition, and a whole lot more. So there you go, that is a very quick look at the 2019 Toyota RAV4. Now, base price for a front-wheel drive LE version is $26,454. Now, if you want an entry-level hybrid version, plan on spending a little bit less than $29 grand. Of course, both of those figures do include destination and delivery, which is $1,045. If you're going to go with a gasoline-powered version and you need all-wheel drive, plan on spending an additional $1,400. Now, you can look for the conventional RAV4 at dealerships next month, but the hybrid is not slated to go on sale until March of 2019. Of course, head on over to AutoGuide.com to check out my much more in-depth written review on the 2019 Toyota RAV4. Just hit the link above or in the description box down below. Hey there! Before you leave, please subscribe to the AutoGuide.com YouTube channel. It is your all-access pass to some of the greatest videos on the interweb. You can get more episodes of Curbed. You can check out the short list. There's auto show news, other list stories, and a whole lot more. That's a whole lot of bang for your clickin' buck.